Alright. Well, no time like the present.
Yep.
So, I want to thank you all for coming today and for coming along on this adventure I made.
Oh. Woo, let's go. I like this top hat man.
Don't thank me, I haven't come yet.
I did though.
Oh man, we were supposed to save it.
Yeah, in a jar.
Whoops.
I have mine.
You.
I believe you.
I believe you.
Well, anyway, uh, quick recap. So, long time ago, in the before times of the 1980s, there existed there existed a game that everyone really loved called Curse of Strahd, and it birthed a series of books and mini adventures adjacent to it, like sister stories. One of them is called Thoughts of Darkness that I will be adapting until D&D 5e. I wrote this story myself with a little bit of help from the internet, and Taylor made it to what I think you guys will like and who you'll be playing. And yeah, I have no idea how the story will end, but I do have some ideas, and I don't believe it will take us more than a few months to get there.
I believe in us.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope I immediately don't get sucked into the ether.
Whoa, I'm
Might
getting
get
sucked
sucked
into
into
either, man.
Whoa.
I went for a sort of a Twilight Zone-esque story, where it's meant to be like a mystery with constant pieces being uncovered that unravel everything around you. Thoughts, yeah, thank you. Thoughts. Yeah. What are some other things? Ah. So, how I will be handling death in this game. If your characters do die, you guys roll saving throws to try and maintain yourselves in the fight. For Doge, I know you don't really know what that is, so let me tell you what it is. Death saving throws are a mechanic that determine whether a character lives or dies when they drop to 0 HP. When your character is reduced to their 0 HP, they are considered unconscious and must begin these saving throws. On your turn, whenever you're down, your character will roll a d20 and add any constitution modifiers. If the roll is 10 or higher, it's considered a success, but if it's 9 or lower, it's a fail. And if you fail 3 times, your character is kaput.
Okay, so basically you have 3 chances to not die.
Yes.
Well, more than that, technically. Well, anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah, you have like technically you could roll more than 3 times, because it's just like 3 below 10 or 3 above 10. What would that be? The
3
max you could
below 10
possibly
is
roll
7,
would be-
3 above 10 is 13. So I don't know what you're getting at,
What?
Blue. Never heard this.
No, that's what I meant. Okay. You could, the max rolls you could do would be like 6, right? No.
I don't know what you're
Four.
talking about, genuinely.
Okay, Doge said. Never mind. We'll figure it out as you go. I was trying to. I didn't mean 3 as in 3 plus 10. I meant 3 rolls above. You could roll 2 rolls above 10, and then you could roll 2 rolls below 10, and then the next one would be make or break you. Is what I was meaning.
Oh, okay, so it's like
okay. Now I understand.
it's like
you.
5 out of 7, 3 out of yeah, I get it.
Whichever comes first.
Yes.
You know.
All right. Yes. So for the case of tiebreakers, it's what Blue said. Yes. Thank you, Blue,
Okay.
for clarifying.
I was very confused at first, but you
Me
cleared
too.
it up very well. Thank you.
But anyway, if your character does die, they only die up until a certain point. You will not need to make a new character because it is part of the mystery. I incorporated it.
Okay, so if you die,
You're
don't
dead for a
worry.
certain amount of time. Yeah, don't worry. Uh. Ba-ba-dee-ba.
basically sit back and wait until you respawn.
In a sense, when the
If you
story
die, you're a clone.
something
Okay.
like
You get cloned. You come
You're
back as a
Borderlands.
clone.
that, something like that.
Gotcha.
Here. I am gonna.
But like normally in the universe, when people die, it's permanent. It's so this, but this is an unusual situation that.
Yeah, I get you.
This is player knowledge, not character knowledge, I guess, right?
Correct. So I also, while you guys were making your characters, I forgot to let you guys do something, and I need to scroll to, no, I need to scroll to it. So if you don't mind taking a look at my stream for a second.
Already doing it, bud.
Random, I'm looking for it.
I have it up, but I haven't looked at it.
Where's the table? There it is. So right here is a list of some basic things, some magical loot that I will let you guys start off the adventure with, and you can add it to your character. These things are a potion of healing, which is 2d4 plus 2 health, a spell scroll, which lets you cast a cantrip level spell. Think of it as like a spell that doesn't cost a slot doge. It's free. So a level 0 spell, I guess. It lets you recast something. It lets you recast a spell, a cantrip of yours that you own in your character sheet already using this item. Potion of climbing.
Question.
What?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going down the list. What's up?
Stats. I mean,
What about stats?
are we using point buy array or rolling for them? And do we need
I
to
was
roll
gonna
publicly?
let you attempt to roll for them to see if you liked what you rolled, but if you don't, then you can use point buy. That's what Valk and Doge did.
So you get one chance to roll for them.
You get one chance to roll for them, but if you get any ones during your roll, you can re-roll those.
Okay.
So,
Do we need to roll like in front of you, or?
No, I trust you.
Okay, cool.
I know you're not a liar.
I might need to do my spells. I think I'm looking at that section. It doesn't show any.
Yeah, I know you don't have any in your thing.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, you haven't. He has to. You have to like apply them, Doge.
Yeah, you have to pick them out.
Prepare them.
Mm-hmm.
There should be like a drop down to add spells in the builder.
Mhm.
No, I understand that, but I don't know what to do there.
Okay. Well, we'll get you. All right. You said potion of healing. So we choose one of these things, or we roll for one of these things.
No, you can choose them. You can choose, like Blue. We can go with you first. You can choose 2 of any item or 2 of the same item. You can choose 2 potions of healing, 2 cantrips, or even 2 second level scrolls. You can choose
So
2 of anything.
Two of anything, even 2 of the same item. Okay.
Yeah. And then just add it to your character sheet.
Why?
What's the thing at the bottom? I can't read it.
That's a drift globe. Think of it as like a light source.
Okay.
But it
I
also
don't
uses
need that.
daylight.
Okay. Potion of healing. Spell scroll. And you said any class can use any spell, right?
I'm sorry?
And you said didn't in your homebrew or not homebrew, your house rules any class can use any spell scroll,
No,
or did you not?
in my house rule for scrolls. Thank you for pointing that out. Anyway, um, for scrolls, what is it? Pair them. No, it just says that that if you're a primary caster, you can use a bonus action to consume scrolls instead of an action like non-casters.
Okay. Well, per 5e, okay, okay, what are your rules about scrolls then, and then who can cast them?
The rule is the scroll. If you have a scroll, it's to use any level spell for that scroll allows that is within your character sheet.
Okay,
Unless the spell specifies that it's something else.
So a cleric can't cast a wizard spell and such like that.
Right, unless it is a spell that does allow it to do that, like it's a spell of this. If it's a generic spell like what it's offering here, then it can only be of what you know already.
Okay. So, alright. So, like,
Does
a
that make
fighter
sense?
can't cast a wizard spell, or they can't use a spell scroll.
A fighter could use a spell scroll, but it has to be one that, like, the scroll already specifies what it is, and it would take an action to do so.
I'm confused.
I'm trying to put it in a way that makes you not confused. So let's say,
Okay, so if I had a scroll of fireball and I was a fighter, could I cast it?
yes, with an action. If you had a spell scroll that doesn't specify what kind of spell it is, it could only what spell it is. It could only be you can only. Oh my god, I'm stumbling over my words so bad. I'm sorry. uh, if it's a scroll of fireball and you're a fighter, you can use an action to use it.
Okay.
If you are a bard like Doge, you can use a bonus action to use that fireball scroll.
Right.
If the scroll does not specify what spell it uses, then it will use any one of its level that you already know as a spell in your list. Does that make sense?
Okay. I just wasn't aware of the existence of... okay, like, I guess it's like, if it's a scroll, I don't know what it is. If somebody, like, it's a scroll that hasn't been identified, like, if somebody identified it, then I could use it. I'm sorry if I'm being pedantic here, I just want to make sure
I know
don't...
you want to understand it, but to go through it, a scroll of fireball could be used by any class, but magical classes like bards and druids could use it as a bonus action instead of an action.
Okay.
If it's a scroll that doesn't specify what spell it is, it just says spell scroll, second level, you could use it to cast any second level spell you know already.
Okay. Is that a unique item beside... Okay, anyway. I will figure it out. I'm not going to beat this topic to death. I think I got it. I will take a potion of greater healing and... bag of holding.
Okay. Add it to your character sheet whenever you like.
Alright.
Coma.
Yeah.
Are you looking at my stream?
I am.
Which of these items do you want to add to your thing?
What is the potion of climbing? What does that do?
Climbing.
Number
When you drink this potion, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for an hour. During this time, you have advantage on strength checks you make to climb. The potion is separated into brown, silver, and gray layers, resembling brands of stone. Shaking the bottle mixes the colors. Okay.
Because usually when you climb, you have half speed, right?
I think so, yeah. So this makes it so that your climbing speed is equal to your walking speed, and you have advantage on strength checks that when you're climbing.
I'm gonna get the greater healing potion.
Okay.
How many? Is it
You can get two. You can get one more of those or one other object.
Uh, spell scroll second.
Okay. So since this spell scroll does not specify what spell it is using, it's just a generic second level spell. Uh, I don't know if monks can cast spells like on their own. I don't think they have a spell list. So it would
Probably
be
not if they don't have initials.
it would essentially just be a piece of paper that you could pass to another person that does have a second level spell. To you.
You could sell it theoretically.
You could sell it. You could give it to someone who can use it better.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay. So this and this. Dogman.
What's bag of holding? Let me read it.
A bag of holding is basically, you know what a magic satchel is in fiction?
Yeah. No, I'm reading it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Just a sec. Can I get 2 bags of holding?
Sure, but I don't really see why you'd want that.
He's gonna put a bag of holding in another bag of holding and
Fuck!
call it
Black hole.
Finger with the memes. Don't let him do it, Javi. Gonna kill us all on the first round.
It could be that.
Guys, I just need to carry my other bag of holding. I'm just gonna put it in this bag of holding.
Just slam dunk a bag of holding into another bag of holding. Well, no, I shouldn't do that.
I will let you do whatever you want. You can pick 2 of anything.
I mean, we're already on the astral plane. What happens if you do it
You die.
when you're on an astral plane?
Die. Rip. R.I.P. bro. What's cantrip? Let me see.
So for you, a bard could use a spell like this. If you know a cantrip, you could use this scroll to consume it, and you can use a cantrip you know to use this with it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I think I should go with Potion of Healing Greater and then the Drift Globe at the bottom.
All right, so the way you add items to your inventory is you click on your sheet on D&D Beyond. You click on your character sheet. There should be an anvil with a hammer striking it. You should say edit character.
Greater, got it. Add one.
And
add
then
item.
in inventory or equipment, you search up those 2 items.
Equip.
Then hit add.
Yep. And then it was Drift Globe.
Yeah, if you want a drift globe. A small sphere of thick glass weighs a pound. If you are within 60 feet, you can speak its command word and cause it to emanate the light or daylight spell. Once used, the daylight effect can't be used again until next dawn.
Yeah, we don't have a light.
Alright, so... And you can also click on light and daylight to see what those spells do, like the nitty-gritty of them too.
Okay. Alright, that's what I'll pick.
Valkyrie.
What?
Look at my stream and tell me which 2 items you want.
I already picked my 2 items.
What are they?
What are they?
I picked a bag of holding and a potion of greater healing.
We have 3 bags of holding. Or 2.
Yes, we're
In case we need to slam dunk them.
Yeah,
We're gonna
Walk up to
create
the
a black
monster and we're
hole
like,
by
I
putting
swear to
them.
God, I'll kill us all. I'll kill us all, you son of a bitch.
If you want to
We have a
nuke the
bag of holding inside a bag of holding inside another bag of holding.
It doesn't create an explosion. It just creates a rift to the astral plane.
yeah, that's what the
So
rules say,
maybe-
but I don't give a shit about rules.
Okay, fair enough. We don't know what will happen then.
It just creates a goddamn hydrogen
If you want to
bomb.
create a black hole nuke, I'll decide what happens after that.
We just suck everyone in and then it's game over and we reload from the last save point.
Wow, that's crazy. Just drops us into the real world for a minute. Whoa.
What the hell? Alright, so yeah, those two. So now you have those two items each for each of your people.
Yay.
Valk and Doge, would you guys like assistance in picking spells for you guys?
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, stream your screen, bud.
Okay.
I already picked spells.
Let me
America?
tell me them.
How
I want you to know your spells. Well, actually, I could probably just see it later.
I have guiding bolt, guidance, and sacred flame.
A lot of guiding.
Yeah, you'd like to guide, okay?
I'm pretty sure that that's not what I wanted. But
So,
if that's what if
what do you mean it's not what you wanted?
I'm pretty sure I picked other things. So, but looking at my spell list, I've got under first level guiding bolt twice. Under second level, I've got guiding bolt, and under third level, I've got guiding bolt.
That's
Weird.
funny. Maybe that's a symptom of your that I know that's why, because your class allows you to do that. It just gives you that spell for free, and that spell can be.
Then she selected it as well.
I don't know if she selected it, but that as a spell can be upcasted, which is why it's there on each thing. And you get that spell for free as part of a Stars Druid.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Because I don't have any spells right now, because I don't get any spells for free.
No,
So you should probably go back to your spell section and just pick something besides
there is
guiding bolt.
there is one spell that I do recommend either of you get, Valk or Doge, and it's a spell called Healing Word, because we don't have a dignified healer in this party, so it'd help. That's the only spell I'll say I highly recommend either of you get.
Alright, I got it. That's the first. Okay. That's. How do I. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Ooh, what's up?
I'm streaming my screen.
Filter by spell level. Oh yeah, these are it's just telling you the spells you now have because you clicked Healing Word. So
Okay.
now that's the only spell you know.
So then, how many more do I do?
Cantrips 3, known spells 8. You know where it says add spells?
Yeah.
Below that, you can pick 3 more cantrips and 7 more spells from that list below.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so then...
Since you're a bard, you have options to a lot of spells.
Gotcha. Okay, so then I have to remove this heat. Alright, let's see here. Well, duh, that's gonna have to do this one. Although that looks like I've already got that, maybe? I don't... No.
What?
Vicious Mockery.
If it says delete... Wait, is that what it says?
I just got it. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I
if it
didn't
says
have it.
delete, then you already have it. If it says learn, then you don't. What about you, Sarah? What spells are you thinking about?
Who, me?
No, Sarah. Valkyrie.
What were the ones that you were recommending?
I only recommended one, and that was Healing Word, and Doge got that, so whichever one you like. I know druids have like spells like Thorn Whip and Moonbeam. Those are objectively good for you guys.
I don't have any armor on, and my AC is 18.
Dude, fucking dude. monks
Monk,
monks thrive in
monk,
no armor.
monk. I'm naked. I'm naked. You can't touch me. You can't
I'm
touch me.
ascetic, okay? But I'm
She is a
jacked.
goo girl. I'm fucking swole.
Dude, it's gonna suck. So yeah, blue here is our front line, our tank, our barbarian. Coma's our melee DPS. Doge is also a melee DPS, but can do more shit than her. And Valk is a range DPS slash healer.
I'm the ship's doctor.
I'm the ship doctor.
Let's go with that. I'm the mechanic.
I'm the entertainment.
15, 16, 17, 16, 15.
Blue's up.
Bonnie is security.
Mhm.
Alright, so I picked up for cantrips Druidcraft, Mending, and Shillelagh. And first
Shillelagh.
level, Cure Wounds and Detect Poison and Disease.
Uh-huh.
Second level, Healing Spirit and Moonbeam.
Sweet.
And level 3. Why did I pick Conjure Animal? That is not what I wanted. Hold, please.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
While they're doing that, have you thought of is that who you want your woman to be? Like a bounty hunter?
Yeah. She was a bounty hunter for the drow, and then as she got kind of further and further away from home, she was like, you know what, back home actually sucks a whole lot. So she decided to let her most recent person she was chasing down go, and they maybe have a mutual understanding. It's like, hey, you don't tell them I'm not chasing you no more, and or maybe she faked her death. I don't know.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And what was her name again?
Shit. What did I name her?
You named her shit.
You named her shit.
It's a weird name, isn't
Strange.
it? Alright. Saray.
Saray. That's a nice name. We got Saray and Saris.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, that's gonna be confusing. I better change it.
You don't have to.
Alright, I had her last name Nirnath, so I think I can just name her Neri. Is that okay?
And I'll be Fari.
Oh no!
I'll be wherever you are. Yeah, Bard should know Thunderclap. It's pretty obvious.
Damn
He's
it,
gonna
Doge.
clap
Thunderclap
them
those
cheeks.
cheeks. Yeah, exactly,
God
Blue.
damn
They knew
It
it.
was my turn with the
God
brain
damn it.
cell.
God damn it, Hobby.
My brain.
Mom said it was my turn on the brain.
And Coma. Shmoma. Go ahead and tell the class who your little slime girl is.
Oh, Miss Miss Claudette Caligari the 23rd, also known as Claudette the 23rd Caligari. Cause 27-year-old mechanic that comes from a long line of plasmoid mechanics and has been a family trade for years. And she decided to break out of the family to out of the typical way of the mechanical monk, and she went into the way of the astral monk, which is basically built more for fighting than it is for like mechanics. So her family doesn't understand why she doesn't want to be a slime mechanic. She is also a fun fact. She also can just eat things. so if you see floating coins or bolts inside of her body, she's just storing them for later or eating them. You don't really know. So sometimes she keeps her
Just
money in her
mind your
skull.
business.
So yeah. So whenever she pulls out money, she digs in the side of her ear and she grabs her coins out and pulls it out.
Nice.
She's the girl.
The girl.
Ah.
What else? Oh yeah, as you guys are choosing your spells, let me go over the house rules that I've made.
We're gonna break them.
I mean,
Absolutely.
that's fine. I don't care about rules. I just write them so you guys know them. So potions. If you ever want to use a potion or consume food in combat, it's a bonus action. So any spell that you want to use, not spell, any potion you want to use in any way is bonus action. All potions are bonus actions. Side initiative. So the way I like to do combat is instead of everyone rolling initiative and then going turn after turn, I just lump the team's turn versus the enemy's turn together. So this means you guys can coordinate who wants to go first to do what and when, but until it is my turn, that's when I have to think in response to you guys. So you guys can't go at the same time. You still have to decide who goes when, but you can decide when that is.
There's 2 initiatives. There's the allies and the enemies initiative, and that's it.
Yes.
We still roll for initiative, but our stuff just gets added together at the beginning, along with the enemies initiatives, right?
I decided to simplify that even further, where just simply the person with the highest initiative will roll for the entire party.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, we're
And
not
then we
doing the average
decide
anymore.
amongst ourselves. Okay. And then we decide amongst ourselves who
Yep.
goes first.
Yeah, blue knows how it goes. It's a similar concept.
Cutting in there.
Blue, you
I
get it.
wanted to
You're not
clarify.
wrong. But instead of how I did it with Curse of Strahd, where we add up all the numbers together and then get the average, I'm just gonna say whoever has the highest initiative, roll a straight d20 plus that, and then I will do the same, and that will be the initiative for the whole party. Make sense?
Yeah, I got you.
Tax of Opportunity. Most of us have played Baldur's Gate, so we know what these are. Essentially, but for Doge, what it is if you are in striking range of an enemy and you want to move away from that enemy, he has an opportunity to hit you without consuming anything from his side. So unless you're taking the disengage action, like say you're disengaging, he has a chance to hit you.
Okay.
Same goes if an enemy moves away from you. You can smack a bitch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't you walk away from me. Ha-pa!
Yeah. My favorite thing is critical successes and failures. So, because I am both very gracious and very cruel, I like to make nat 20s and nat 1s better and worse.
Oh, are you doing the dismemberment stuff?
No,
Okay.
I'm not doing that. But what did I say exactly? Nat 20s on skill checks will yield the best possible result the DM can conceive given the appropriate context, and hit attempts that roll a nat 20 will always yield the max amount of damage possible with your weapon or spell.
So you don't double the hit dice?
No, you just
You just roll max. I mean, no,
roll
you just
max.
have max.
Yeah, max.
Okay.
So what this means is, let's say I made a chest, and you guys have to open it with a lockpick, a sleight of hand check. If you roll a nat 20 on it, I'll throw in a bonus thing that I didn't plan on in there for you guys to toy with. However, if fucking you roll a nat 1 while trying to lockpick this thing, it's now a mimic. So there's
Or something like that.
Okay.
something like that.
For sure.
Something like that.
It explodes.
It explodes, or there's nothing inside. GG. Basically, nat 1s suck even harder, and nat 20s are even better. Scrolls, we already been through that. For magical people like Druid and Bard, using scrolls as bonus action. For not magic people like Barbarian and Monk, it's an action. This makes it so that you guys can use you guys can still use spells. It's just harder for you guys because you're not practiced with it. And if the scroll does not specify what spell it's casting, then it is probably useless to you because you can't read it. You don't have a spell to use it. Item requirements. What I write. I like to make personalized loot for the adventures I run, and something I do to make ability scores more worthwhile is some items require certain scores to be used. I added this in because I wasn't sure if D&D already had that in place, but yeah. So I make loot, and sometimes that loot has skill requirements. I always tailor it to what you guys are already playing as, or what I think you'll like, or what makes sense for the story. So, yeah, I make custom shit, and I hope you like it.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Alright.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Alright, what else? Did anyone ever go over the How to Spell Jam channel? Did anyone ever read it over?
I did. It's been a while.
Oh yeah. I read that a while ago. Right when I first made my character, I read that day.
Alright, then... Is there anyone who didn't?
I skimmed it, but you don't have to go over it. I'll read it. And if I have questions,
If
I
you
will
fall off
ask.
this ship, then you don't die. You just
Yeah,
be in
oh
the
yeah,
air
I
pocket.
remember reading that part. That's how they kind of explained the...
You just go around the ship.
Yeah, you just fucking.
Yeah, gravity's like a flat
You do-
plane, so you just
Just gonna
tumble
yeet
over it.
myself around.
Like,
You're just stuck there until
Ah!
somebody reaches out and grabs you.
Look at that loser out there! Don't cast vicious mockery on him.
That's how you
Nope.
torture the enemies. You just toss them off the ship.
He'll use up his air faster that way.
Alright, so if
Top
I
the
don't
bubble,
need
top
to
the
go
bubble.
over it too much, then one thing I will go over, and we'll do it in practice on Roll20 as well, is ship movement. So ship movement is meant to be easy to understand, but it's also meant to be like a little bit tactical. So let me go to it. Let me read it out loud. A pilot can use a ship's spelljamming helm to move and steer the ship without expending their own actions or movement. On their turn, the pilot determines how many movement points they have as the spelljammer, which simply signifies how fast the ship may travel using a hex map grid instead of a square one. They do this by looking at the ship they are piloting's maximum miles per hour, which we'll go over soon, and adding their own spellcasting modifier to determine max distance. Turning the ship in any direction 60 degrees costs 1 point of this movement. They can also use spell slots to add to the amount of points they want to use. Example. Your ship's miles per hour is 4.5 as its base. Let's say Doge was spelljamming. He's the captain. He has a spellcasting modifier of +3, so we would round down the miles per hour the ship can do to just 4, and then add 3. That's the amount of points he has to work with as the captain. He has 7.
So it would take him 7 points to turn around if he needed to like do
no.
a U-turn.
No, counting it out right now, it would take him 1, 2, 3 to do a U-turn.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So turning in 60 degrees costs a point, but moving forward costs a point, and he can also use he can use a spell slot. He can use up a spell slot to add to the points he has. So if he used up a spell 3 spell slot, he gets 3 more points.
Okay, gotcha.
This makes it so that the spellcasters here, Valkyrie and Doge, are objectively better as captains. But you guys, Coma and Blue, can still pilot the ship, but you have just the amount of points this ship offers.
Okay.
Only. And scrolls cannot be used on it either. So you guys can use it, you can turn it, you can go forward, but not as well as Valk or Doge. Would anyone like to try it out? Or does everyone get it already?
I get what you're saying after watching the examples. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, let
Or
me
seeing
let
it
me
on the
also ask this. Starting equipment?
Starting equipment?
Yeah. I mean, like armor and weapons. Do we have any of those? I mean, this is random off topic. If you were getting
Mark, what does barbarian have as? What are the options of barbarians are allowed? Just armor or gold? Like
I mean, I'm never gonna wear armor, but
right.
like I can choose equipment or gold.
I would say equipment because to be honest, gold won't matter too much in the storyline. I mostly focus on the storyline, not the economy.
So just start with the basic stuff.
Yeah.
No
and
customs.
then add the 2 stuff you picked earlier.
Okay.
So, if you're still looking at my stream, anyone, say Doge is captain. He wants to go right here.
Here, let me delete all my doodles. Oops.
So I have to turn.
You would have to turn.
That'd be 1? Is that 1?
Sorry.
That it would cost?
So turning this way costs 1.
No, 2.
No,
Oh.
no. This doesn't count until you're facing a direction you can go forward in. That's 1. So.
Okay, so you have to turn.
Pointing on this line doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Pointing here would, because you can go this way.
So if you turn to any of the 6 sides, that's 1.
That's 1.
And then
yes.
basically, if you have to move like 2, then that would be 2. So if I'd had to move the other way, I'd basically like up 2, and you know what I'm saying? And then it would cost me 2.
Here. Pick any
Basically,
hexagon you want to go to.
Each face that I want to move 1 towards costs me 1.
Yes.
If that. Okay, cool. So like that would be 1. That's 2. If I was starting at the bottom, 3, 4, like that.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
And moving forward in any one of them would also cost 1.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
That's pretty normal.
For ship like weapons, depending on where it literally is on the ship itself, you might have only the forward-facing ones to work with, or the left or right most ones, or even the back ones, simply depending on where it is on your ship. And we will go over that now. Now for the
Okay.
best part. We are gonna let you guys pick a ship.
Black Pearl, let's go. No, I'm just kidding.
Of course.
Come on, Johnny Depp, get on the ship.
Where is it? No, not that. I'm looking for ships. Spelljamming ships.
Vessels. Oh,
Yep.
ships. Okay.
Spelljamming vessels. Right here is a list of vessels you guys could pick. We will go over them in order when everyone's ready to look and listen.
Let's get ready to listen.
Let's go right up.
Alright, so the Bombard. The Bombard is
Forget the Bombard. We're calling it Betty La Bamba.
Betty La Bombard. So this is a small-ish ship, or more so medium-sized. And biggest notable feature is that it has a cannon on its front, so you could aim this ship directly in front of you to do a lot of damage. Its hit points is 300. Its armor class is 15. I don't know what damage threshold is, so I'm ignoring it. Its miles per hour is 4, so that would give you 4 movement points. Cargo, you can ignore. Crew, it's supposed to illustrate like how many ideal people can control this thing.
Oh,
Like 12 is
damage
the
threshold is. Sorry, go ahead.
So 12 is the ideal number for controlling a bombard, but you guys probably still could as 4 people.
Damage threshold just means something has to have at least 70 damage power to actually do any damage.
Oh, is
to
that
the
what it is?
object.
That was
Yeah.
20.
Like it has to do at least 20 damage to hurt it?
Or it's immune to anything. It's immune to any damage below 20.
Oh, that's what it is? Alright, thank you, Blue, for telling me that.
And other objects can have that too, besides ships.
I didn't know that, so thank you for clarifying.
Sorry.
So yeah, this is a decent ship. It's not too large for a 4-man crew, and it has a pretty nifty head cannon.
Head cannon, haha.
Head cannon. Yeah, he said cannon. It's got 2 ballistas on its back, or its stern, so you could use any of them to fire something behind you too. I don't think it has any cannons on its left or right though.
Okay, next one.
And these are the stats for it. This is a damselfly. It's mostly made of metal. It's swift but cramped, and damsel ships are often used as courier vessels and armored transports. Explorers and pirates select them because they're fast and sturdy. This is a crew of 9, so it's going to be even easier for you guys to handle. It has a threshold of 15, hit points of 200, and this one has a lot of points to work with. 8 as its default. So this is a fast little boy. It has some ballistas right here. This is the forward deck. The forward deck is like under its eyes. If this is the eyes, then this is the mouth. It has 1 in its mouth. So the ballista has a +6 to hit, 120 to 480 in range, and 3d10. It also has a mangonel, which is like a catapult. But I'm having trouble finding it on the illustration.
I have
there
to be BRB. I don't know if I'm gonna make it back in time because Isaiah pulled up from work and my entire fucking front tire is flat for some reason. So I have to go take my tire off and go put air in it because I have work tomorrow.
Okay.
So I will be right back. If you guys are still here, I'll rejoin.
I think we will. We're cutoff is around 7:15, so I
Okay.
think it will.
I don't know how. It shouldn't take me too long. Like tires should just pop off, and we live right down the street. But I'll be back.
All right. So the mangonel, the catapult is top deck. It's right here. So this catapult, depending on where it's facing, it launches forward. So this ship can only damage things that are in front of it, but it's very fast and light.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be too hard to redirect this thing. Next is the flying fish ship.
Flying fish.
Aside from galleons, fish ships are most common vessels in wild space. Favorites among merchants and adventurers. Has a 250 HP, threshold of 15, and a 4.5 miles per hour, so just 4 for you guys. Crew of 10, so shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't be too hard for just 4 people to pilot it. And ballista and mangonel. So it has one at the topmost deck on the back. Where's the mangonel? Where is it? Oh, here it is. So it has one ballista on its back and one catapult on its front. It's got a cargo deck.
So it can hit the front. You can shoot from the front and the back.
Yeah. This hammerhead ship is a large boy. I looked it over. I honestly don't really recommend it for you guys because it has a lot of people. But I'll go over it anyway. Hammer ships are popular crafts, especially among pirates and merchants, carrying heavy cargo. They can float on water and sail across it, but they aren't built to land on the ground. So this could go through space and water. Let's see. Stern Castle. So it has one catapult on its back, one on its front, and another on its front as well. So ballistas are easier to turn. Like a ballista could be aimed, depending where it is, it could be aimed on like any one of these 3 squares. But a catapult can only be used forward.
Okay.
Make sense? So you could turn a ballista to any one of these 3, but a catapult you can't turn. Unless you have like a lot of help. Yeah, it's a pretty big boy, and honestly, I don't really recommend it for such a small crew.
Okay.
This one's a nice one. The lamprey ship. They're antiquated, and they're used by things called sirloins. Using the metal grappling jaws built onto its bow, its front, a lamprey ship can attach itself to another ship, which is a critical feature during boarding. So if you do this, you guys have a better chance of boarding another ship. This one's got a lot of ballista. It has one on its back, 2 at its sides, and 1 at its front. And it's a pretty not too many rooms. So honestly, I think you guys can get by with this very well.
What is the disadvantage of having a larger ship if we don't have a crew? Mechanically speaking.
Mechanically, let's say you were in combat, it would require more dash actions to get to certain parts of the ship. Like if you wanted to like get to a ballista that's at a specific part, you have to spin up a lot more movement to get to that part of
Okay.
the ship.
Gotcha.
So really, um, the only mechanical disadvantage for having a large ship is when combat happens.
Okay. Was the point of having a ship to begin with, so we can do combat, space battles. Pew pew.
Grappling jaws. This is a cool thing. So if you hit a another ship or a gargantuan creature with the front of your ship, you deal piercing damage and you latch onto it. This could suck for an enemy ship.
Yeah.
The spell jammer, the pilot, could also basically mentally detach itself from its biters whenever it wants and sail away. So this is a nice boy.
Okay. Next.
A living ship.
Ah, it's alive.
Yes, it is. Because its main feature is that it has a fully
Ah.
grown treant on the aft deck. A tree
happened to
giant. What happened to Valk?
Valk, no.
Why is everyone leaving me?
Oh, her internet is probably because she's not even on Discord.
Her internet died.
No.
No. Sorry.
I guess we wait for her.
We can still keep going because we have a few more to get through, and she can watch this anytime.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't
So,
have to make a decision right now.
so druids, rangers, and clerics devoted to gods of nature are often found aboard these living ships. As
Okay,
our
probably not us then.
as our wild space explorers who don't want to have to worry about their ship's air envelope becoming fouled. You won't have to worry about the fouling mechanic because I don't care enough to implement it. Ship's distinctive feature is there's a tree on it. The ship can talk to you. Like, oh, I'm a tree.
That'd be nice.
If the ship is reduced to HP, the treant dies of shock. The ship can function if its treant dies, but the treant can never be replaced with another. So what I would think of this as being mechanically is that you have one extra person as part of your crew, the treant. I'm messaging about.
Oh, she needs. No. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Oh, her internet.
Yeah. So you have one extra person as part of your crew with the treant.
There you are.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do this from my phone until my internet comes back, but I'm not gonna be able to see Roll20.
That's fine. We're kind of done with Roll20 anyway. The only reason I wanted you to be on it is so you can see the example of how ship movement works. But we're
Gotcha.
kind of done with it. So we're going over the list of ships. What was the last thing you heard?
You guys were talking about the lamprey and is it like I guess like harpoon jaws or something like that?
Yeah, it's got little biters you can latch on to other things with. And it's a nice ship. So the treant ship is a ship that has a backup health bar, with that being the treant itself. It's a 4-mile-per-hour ship, so average. Threshold of 15 and hit points of 250. But I'm gonna add the health of the treant if it's still alive on top of that. It only needs 4 people, not including the treant, so this should be easy to pilot. It's quite a simple boy. We got 1 ballista on the back, and is that it?
That's it.
It's got 1 on its back. That's amazing. And I guess whatever a treant can do.
Make air.
It can make air and maybe like I'm gonna throw a leaf at you.
Rover.
Nautiloids. Nautiloids, I actually don't recommend this ship too much. because it's a very complex ship. It's a ship that's piloted by mind flayers, and it's for perspective, the crew is often 20. It has a lot of HP. Its average speed, but I won't ever tell you guys no, because I can't.
All right, we're getting the Nautiloid then.
It's a very complex boy.
No problem.
There is
I'm very complex.
19 rooms.
Jesus.
And some of them are slave pens.
Oh, nice. We can have
That's
slaves.
where Doge is going. Hank is going on a slave pen.
Yep. Hey, we'll put Javi in there.
God darn it.
Even though Javi isn't in
Javi, I love Pew Packy on him.
here.
For it's got 3 ballistas on its backside on one level and 1 more on another level. And it's got these front-facing tentacles that can grab things and teleport.
The tentacles can teleport?
The melee spell attack. To hit, reach 31 creature. The target must succeed on a DC 15 con saving throw or be teleported to an unoccupied space aboard the Nautiloid that the Nautiloid Spelljammer can see. So if the tentacles touch something that could like be on the ship, like a person or a box or whatever, you can basically grab it and teleport to any room. I don't recommend doing this to a ship because you'll basically break it yourself.
Blows up the ship.
Yeah. It says it has a mangonel, but I can't freaking find. Oh, there it is.
What's the next one?
Yeah, so this is the Nautiloid Mind Flayer ship. This is another thing I don't recommend because it's a mothership. It's humongous.
Oh yeah, let's do this one. That's easy.
It's fucking ginormous. It's a thing for knights. It's called a Night Spider, and it's the Night Spider's crew usually consists of 19 Neogi and up to half dozen Umber Hulks. So it has a crew of 25 because it's massive.
Easy.
Easy, yeah, of course.
We're like 5 people each.
Yeah.
6, sorry.
Alright, so it's got 4 ballista and 1 mangonel, 1 catapult. It's like a big mosquito.
The spider with the
It's a spider. It's got a giant fucking holding
ass.
deck. It's got a giant ass. Battle deck.
I'll
It's
be
got
right back. I gotta use the bathroom, but keep going.
It's got 2 ballista on its front, facing in leftish and rightish directions. A catapult directly behind it, and ballistas next to it as well.
Next. No, I'm just kidding. We don't like the night spider here.
It's a giant boy. I honestly don't recommend it.
We can get on the scorpion ship.
The Scorpion ship is actually okay, but it's a little slow. Scorpion ships are archaic metal warships that have never lost their popularity, largely because of their versatility. Articulated legs enable a Scorpion ship to land safely on the ground and move across a solid surface at a walking speed. So you could also walk this ship. Ballista mounted on top deck, where the tail is.
We can grab stuff with our scorpion claws.
Yeah, claws. You can hit things with your claws. My
Be like that thing that's on the Titanic, like the Titanic ship that like got, in the movie Titanic. That's what I'm saying.
Coma messaged me. Claw attack. You do bludgeoning damage, and the thing is grappled. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0 and can't benefit from bonuses to speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from it, like a Thunderwave spell. So basically, you can hit something with it, and then it's grappled. It cannot move anymore with the claws. It's got some ballista and mangonel, and it looks like this.
Yay!
The catapult is facing forward, and it's on the tail. The top deck has a thingy Ballista facing forward as well. And the claws? The claws, I'll say, it doesn't actually say it, but I'll say that it could be stretched out like any arm. So you could stretch it like 90 degrees this way or straight ahead.
Okay. What about the Shrike?
The Shrike is a little boy. It's fast, it's light, it's little. It's a bird ship. It's a relatively recent design, quickly gaining popularity with merchants and pirates. A Shrike ship's legs enable it to land safely on the ground. The ship can float, but isn't built for traveling on water, and sinks quickly in rough seas. It's fast, its threshold is 15, 250 health, and requires a crew of 11, so that should put some perspective on like how much movement you'll have to move to carry this thing out. So, has 3 ballista and a piercing ram. It's got a little stabby nose. The ballista are one in the back, another in front, and on the middle of the ship, another one facing forward. It's quite an easy little ship. It's cute. The galleon.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, we know what a galleon is.
We know what a galleon is. Its threshold is 15, HP 400, so it's a tanky boy. It's a little bit difficult to pilot with just 4 people though. 20.
The damage threshold is only 15 though, so
Yeah, it's not too
really
impressive.
determined person with a broadsword could damage it very slowly over time.
It's got 2 ballista and 1 mangonel. For some reason, I feel like it should have much more.
It's the Titanic with not enough ships.
I feel like the shit should have like cannons for some reason. It has two ballista on each side of the front, and then catapult in the back.
Boo! Next.
It's what we know. It's a magnet. The squid ship.
Yeah.
When you
squid.
feel wiggly.
The
Yeah,
squip.
that's what I feel.
The squip. The squip. They're popular with privateers like yourselves and used as patrol ships. Standard weapons on ship include a forward-mounted mangonel, 2 aft-mounted ballista, and a reinforced bow for ramming its head.
That seems like a legit ship.
Threshold 15.
Oh, it's the same damage
3.
threshold though.
It's a little slow, only 3 points to work with. And a crew of 13. So 4 people, but it shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. 2 ballista and the piercing ram. It looks like this. So this is the main deck where you'll be walking, and this is more like into it. Main deck. No, main deck is like in the middle. Forward deck is on top of it. Cargo deck is below both of them. Yeah. So you have 3 levels to this ship, with the forecastle being the top, main being middle, and cargo being bottom.
Okay.
And yeah. Star Moth. This is also a mothership. It's big as hell, and astral elves like it because they made it and hate it when other people use it.
Oh, okay. We should definitely use it.
Decorative wings made of shimmering crystal, meant to. It's a Gucci ship.
Ah, okay.
5 movement points to work with.
But the damage threshold is still 15.
Yeah, it's still 15. I don't think it actually gets much better. Maybe the turtle ship has better.
I hope so.
Well, the first one we looked at, the damage threshold was like 70.
It was 20.
No, wait, what is it? Oh,
Your
that's right,
screen
that
might
was
have been a little.
No,
yeah.
the HP was 70, and then the threshold was 20.
That might have
Okay.
been the
Trade-off.
dragonfly ship.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So 5 points of movement to work with, 13 crew normally, and 30 tons of cargo. Two ballista, a mangonel, two on each side of the front, and a mangonel. Where's the castle deck? Mangonel right here on the top, facing backwards. No, forward. Sorry. So it can only really attack from the front, and it's big. It's a Gucci ship. It's more about style.
He's big.
Turtle ship.
Turtle.
The submarine.
It's a submarine
Mine-
ship, but it can also go through space.
Turtlina. You're the turtle ship.
Exactly. So 3 miles per hour, pretty slow for a turtle.
Oh yeah. the turtles are
16
slow.
crew. Jesus, why are you so freaking big? No way. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
you're
why.
Yeah, you got a lot. You got quite a few rooms. So main deck here, cargo in its belly, and retractable ramp in its asshole. Pretty cool. It's got a ballista.
Just like I have.
Just like you do. It's got one ballista on its front and then a catapult on its back facing backwards. What's the health on it? 315. So the tankiest ship was the galleon.
Tyrant ship is next, huh?
Tyrant
one.
ship. This is also
Ah.
one I don't recommend because it's meant to be used by beholders.
Yeah, let's wait. That's the one. That's our one.
I don't want the anus ship.
Why not?
Why not?
Why don't you want the butthole ship?
I don't want the butthole ship.
A crew of 10 beholders. So I guess you're role playing as beholders. Speed of 4, that's normal. Armor class 17. Oh yeah, I think we ignored armor class. Oh, we definitely did ignore armor.
Yeah,
class.
we sure did.
We definitely did ignore armor class, and that's my fault.
I
What's
was
the
reading
difference
it.
between? Oh, okay. Never mind.
So
I
the
was like, what's the difference between armor class and damage threshold? But I get it.
armor class is like if you roll under it to hit, then you don't do any damage. If you
Yeah.
roll over it but under 20 damage, then it doesn't care either.
Yep.
So you gotta hit that
I
sweet
get it.
spot. The eye stalk cannons. These are its weapon. The weapon looks like an eye mounted on an eye stalk. A beholder stationed in one of the tyrant ship's meditation pods can see through the eye by concentrating on it, and use an action to make the following attack: a destructive ray.
Oh, so they're just glassing you?
They're just gleaming you. It comes with a few eye stalks, so I see at least 4, maybe 5. No, I don't even know how many this brings.
I mean, are we supposed to be seeing all these? Or some of these supposed to be secret?
No, nothing secret.
Secret
Like I'm letting you
tunnel.
guys pick a ship.
Okay.
Wasp ship.
The wasps, yeah. So any of these eye stalks count as cannons, and it's a beholder ship.
Yay.
The wasp ship
Anything.
is the easiest to comprehend. It's a little boy. It's honestly more of a big lifeboat than an actual pirate ship. Pirates like them because they're swift, and aristocrats are fond of them as flying yachts.
Muffy.
5 points to work with.
Let's go fly. Oh, of course it's a wasp ship.
Crew of 5, so it should be
Wasp.
easy to work with. Armor class of 15. It only has ballista, even though it's also got a pretty stabby looking ram.
Okay.
So where is the ballista? Where is it? Right here. I believe it's facing forward. So this is a very easy little ship for just a couple people. This is a fucking monstrosity. This is a
Submarine.
pretty hulky submarine. Squid ship is no, this is Star Moth. This is the Gucci ship.
Gucci ship, okay.
Squid ship, it's also pretty big,
Rammy ram.
but it has a pretty cool ram. Galleon, you know what that is. A little disappointed it doesn't have cannons for some reason. Little Shrike ship, also pretty good for just a few people. It's a little boy. Scorpion ship, also pretty cool. Uh,
Ah,
ah!
I'm back. My neighbor came in clutch. I didn't have to drive the tire all the way down to the dam.
nice.
It's like
Sweet.
sheets.
We were just deciding on a ship.
Well, what are the ships that have reasonable crew size for us?
That would be the Wasp ship all the way at the bottom. I would recommend for just 4 people, maybe don't go above 10.
I'd say,
Except
based on
or
what
11.
I, was, thinking while you're reading them, Damselfly, Hammerhead, Lamprey ship, or Scorpion ship would be my choices. Because Damselfly is like armored, and so that one's pretty decent. Hammerhead. Oh wait, maybe not the Hammerhead. I think it was
too big.
yeah, Flying Fish. I think was the one maybe.
Flying fish.
Was it that one? Yeah, that was the one.
Crew 10. Yeah. Mangonel. It's like a medium-sized ship, smaller than a galleon, but bigger than a wasp.
And then the Damselfly.
The Damselfly is a speedy Gonzalez boy.
Yeah.
Crew of 9 should be easy for you guys to go around this thing.
I like the Damselfly because it's fast and it's armored.
Yeah, it's
I
got.
do like the fly, and it's
yeah,
a fly.
and it's cool.
Its damage threshold's kind of low. But
The damage threshold is pretty low and its HP is pretty low, but it resembles like a real dragonfly where it doesn't have a lot of health, but it's hard to hit.
And then
It's Tracer
Lamprey
but
ship.
a ship.
does it has a keel beam?
The Lamprey ship is probably the one that I recommend the most for you guys.
But doesn't it require a lot of... Oh, the Lamprey ship. Yeah, I did like the... Never mind, go
It has a
down.
crew of 15, but its layout
Yeah.
is so simplistic, I don't think it will be too hard.
Well, like, okay, how long are those squares?
Assuming 5 feet each. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, about 105 feet.
Okay.
That's not too hard for
So,
someone
to
with a dash
run-
action.
Yeah, but it's still gonna take 2 turns to get to the end of the ship unless you are
Yes.
rogue.
Unless you're a
and can
rogue.
Bonus action dash.
Yeah. Unless you have something that makes you faster. This is a long boy, but it's also easy.
Because I think, like, because also you walked through some walls there when counting it, so because
Yes,
you
I
were
did.
just doing straight measurements, so
So
that'd be an
1, 2,
additional,
3,
like,
4, yeah, definitely.
10 feet. Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, I
best-
like the concept of the lamprey ship the most, because with the like the latching onto another ship
Yes,
Mhm.
I
or
do too.
whatever. That's
And
kind of cool.
even though it is kind of a long-ish ship, the layout is so easy to understand. You're never gonna get lost or think twice on what to do.
What does the rest of you think?
I'm down. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to come in hot. I'm down for the lamprey ship or the mosquito ship. Either one of those two. Like, they look like they'll be a good size for us, like starting off. And then
Damselfly.
they both,
Damselfly,
yeah, they're
this
both
one?
like pretty similar in health too, because like this one is 200 and I think the other one's like 250. So they're kind of like the similar in the hit points.
Yeah, those are mine too as well.
Mm-hmm. But the damselfly is very fast though. 8 points.
Don't like. Yeah, my only complaint is I don't like the way it looks.
But it's
You don't
really
like dragonflies.
It's gross.
Buzz,
It's a
buzz,
bug,
buzz.
It's a bug.
but it's really useful.
I'm fine with the lamprey ship if we want to go, if we want to stick to more like a starting, like nice simple starting shape, especially since we're probably gonna like
Mm-hmm.
end up having to buy ships or repair ships because we might lose ships too, like
Val-
if shit goes down.
No, actually, I should preface this as well. This ship you will have is like until the end of the game,
Okay, okay. That's fine.
Unless we destroy it.
unless you destroy it. But yeah,
Valk, I know your internet list, but any input? What do you think?
I mean, I'm open to whatever you guys want to do.
Okay, just wanted to make sure
I'm
you.
down for the lamprey ship. If we're settling for in between that one or the fly, I'll settle with the lamprey ship. It gets me with the extra 50 HP.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather go with what everyone wants. So Lamprey it
Like
is.
the fly has a lot of points, but I feel like we can make 4 work. We do that.
Yeah, you definitely can, especially if Doge or Val is in seat. You could use
Yeah.
spell slots to make that up to 7 or more. Yeah.
We could also like hire people.
Oh yeah, we can find someone that's better at Python.
Well, stab them and take their knowledge. I'm sorry.
So does this seem like what everyone wants?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
good with the
I think we're
Lamprey
all
ship.
on the Lamprey.
Yeah, I'm fine with the lamprey. I
Nice
think this is
choice.
good.
I like it too.
Let's do Nautiloid. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
I want the biggest, most expensive ship.
All right. Ship
We have picked
schematics and stats. I'm just adding it to the server.
Every good ship has a name too. They're usually female.
Yeah, you can
names,
name
so
it if
we'll
you
have to
want.
come up with one.
The SS eat shit.
The SS eat shit it is.
I'm fine with this.
No.
We'll call it the SSES for short, and they'll go, "What's the SSES?" We go,
SS eat shit, homie.
SS eat shit, bitch. Boop, 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 boop. And then we just light them up.
Yeah.
The lamprey can float on water, though it can't land safely on ground. Uh, lamprey ships that land on ground have the distressing habit of rolling over, as more than a few crews have discovered to their dismay.
Okay, so it's like a boat bottom. So he has a boat bottom.
It's a boat bottom.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
So we'll just
fine
have
for
to make sure
flying.
we land in like a body of water or something, or like a stream or a pond.
We gotta name it something like
All right.
uh I like something in the ballpark of like Queen Anne's Revenge, you know?
Hmm.
You could name it something after your backstory.
Just trying to think.
Because it's bad luck to have a ship without a name.
I mean, you guys don't have to decide it now either.
Yeah, we'll think of something cool.
Yeah, you think of something? Yes, it's the.
I'd think of something.
All right, so it's very simple. One square is 5 feet blue. It says so right here.
Okay, yeah.
It's got quite a few ballistas. No catapult, but it's got the grabby jaws. So with this ship, you guys can basically attack from any direction.
Oh shit, we can grab him.
Yeah.
He has little pinchers. He has little pinchers.
Yeah, grabbing
You know what
jaws.
I thought that was a cool thing there.
Grab him.
One
Targeting
targeting
like a lamprey eel.
guarding a
Yeah.
gargantuan creature or an enemy ship, you can do 4d10 piercing damage, and the speed of the ship and the target becomes 0 until the grapple ends. As an action, a creature can use the grappling jaws controls to release.
I just realized that it's in the shape of a kraken.
Mm.
The ship, like, it's got the kraken, like the beak.
It's a lamprey. You know what a lamprey is, right?
I actually don't know what a lamprey is.
It's an actual fish. Well, fish thing. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh,
But you'll
is
see.
it? That's
Yeah, that's a lamprey.
Okay, that
They're
makes
real
sense now.
and
Okay,
fucking terrifying.
they're fucking. Are they a goddamn? They're like basically like a parasite.
They're a fish that it's like prehistoric, and so they have like derpy fucking faces, and they like they're
Do the
sucker.
suck.
Yeah.
do the suck. Look at
Yeah,
his
like, yeah, there
eyes.
you go. That's
He looks so concerned. He looks like
Like-
Squidward. Would you be quiet?
Yeah, they're a fun little prehistoric creature.
But yeah, this is I do like this for you guys. It's got four
Yeah.
shots and grabby bits. Cool. You can find the schematics for it and stats in How to Spell Jam.
Hmm.
I think about now we can maybe wrap up. But
I'll name it El Tonto.
El Tonto. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves to each other and maybe think of a reason why you guys met?
Hmm.
For what was the sake of the mission again, too? Though, like we all ended
So
up
right
on
now you are sailing the astral sea, going through space with the intent of seeing a someone called Lord Hawkstabber. You are sailing to Baldur's Gate to go see him.
Okay.
So we're headed back to Faerun.
If that's where you want to say you're from, yes. You could be from another planet.
That's true.
We're from. Is everybody? What is the main? Planet not?
Faerun is considered D&D like the main land. It's our
Okay.
it's fantasy equivalent to
Toril.
England.
Toril.
Okay.
Toril is the planet that Faerun is on.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. I was like, I couldn't remember. So we're headed back to Toril.
Yeah, and you reckon you're almost there.
Okay.
I reckon
just
we
don't-
all ended up joining at the same time, or like we all have our. Who's
I'll-
the owner of the ship? Are we co-owners?
I figure you guys would
this-
be co-owners, but I was gonna let you guys decide.
Well, okay. We could be co-owners. Because I'm fine with y'all pick me up because I needed work after I faked my death or whatever.
Mhm.
Or this could be my old ship that I used for bounty hunting and I absconded with it from whatever drow I worked for. Or another idea that I can't think of. And then I kind of was like, I can't pilot this shit by myself. I need help.
So then you met me in a tavern, and I was an autognome, but for some reason, I'm also a bard, and you thought I was entertaining. But also, since I'm an autognome, I could probably help on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Maybe I had something. Maybe I had some damage to the ship that I needed somebody to repair discreetly and not ask too many questions.
And being an autognome, I have those skills.
There you go.
Claudette is also a mechanic, so she could also help with that too.
Yes. I tie
Maybe
into.
y'all,
Yeah.
maybe y'all work together or knew each other.
Or we're in the same
Yeah,
tavern.
like through a contact. Yeah.
Friend
Because
of a
Claudette
friend.
is a drinker. She's like she enjoys the alcohol. Like not a
And-
drunk, but like she would frequent a tavern definitely.
Yes, and of course, as the bard, I would frequent a tavern as well.
Imagine going to drink in your cup and you look down and it's just a girl's like face and she's like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Ah!
Claudette in the
Jesus!
fucking- in the
What?
fucking pint.
Why are you gooey?
What's happening? Bartender, something's wrong with my drink.
What about you, Val? Did you ever decide on like who you like wanted your character to be?
Or are you still workshopping it?
Can't hear
You're,
you.
it's hard to hear you.
I said, give me a second. I'm taking an emergency shower.
You're taking an
She's
emergency
like, give her a
shower.
second. She's taking an emergency
Yeah,
shower.
like
Yeah.
I'm itchy all over. I don't know if I'm having like an allergic reaction and breaking out down or what. So I'm taking an emergency shower.
Okay,
Oh,
it sounds like she's
okay.
Take your
having a
time.
she's having a medical emergency. We will
Yeah.
wait.
All right. Well, we can figure
I
that
mean, we
out.
could
We figure that
figure
later.
it out
Yeah.
next session too. You know?
Yeah, if she needs to deal with what's going on, I want her to feel rushed, like she's
Yeah.
gonna-
Right.
Yeah, I
we-
didn't hear what it was she got in contact with, but something she's having
something
a bad
she's
reaction
allergic.
to.
Yeah, so she's trying to wash it off and shower.
All right. So we got Claudette, the plasmoid mechanic monk. We got Grit. Was it Grin
Grin.
or Grit?
Grin.
Grin, the robo autognome bard. Got what's your name, Blue?
I changed it to Neri.
Neri,
Mhm.
like with an N.
Yes.
Neri,
Neri is
the
opposed to Fari.
Neri, the barbarian, and
Yeah.
supposedly the round-upper of most of the crew here.
Yeah, she got this ship, and she's like, wait, I'm stupid.
How do
What
I?
to do with this? how do how do I make this thing work?
What's her personality like, you think?
Um,
What does she sound like? Does she sound like, ooh?
what
I don't know what that is. I don't know.
He sounds like, oh.
Ooh, I don't know if I want her. I've been trying on different accents for her, and I can't really decide on any.
Just be Karlak if you want.
I have that sort of English accent.
Well,
Or
I'll
something.
kill you if you think thoughts about me.
I was thinking about like a Scottish-like accent, if I could keep it up.
Just
My
watch
name's
Shrek
Grin,
and then
I'm gonna dance.
Yeah, the name's Glenn. How do
There you
you?
go.
I was torn
Glenn?
between giving Claudette like a a deep southern twang accent, or like
Oh,
trying to
howdy.
just make it up as I go. Yeah. Well, hi. I do declare.
How do you doing, Claudette?
Oh my, it's the. It kills me not to let my country come out. My body's like, what are you doing? You can't.
Do
You
it.
can't. You sound like
Do it.
cornbread. You can't do it.
Do it. Do it.
Think of a trailer park. That's what works for me.
Y'all done gone brought me one of them new old ships down here, huh?
Perfect.
Well, howdy. It's nice to meet you all.
Paddly doodly doo.
Thank you,
My
Dolly
name's
Parton.
Claudette Calgary the 23rd. You can call
Yes.
me Callie. Or Det, but don't call me Cloudy. That's just for my mama.
Sweet. And Valk will decide a little later because of
when
emergency.
her life is no
Understand.
longer
But
being
she will
threatened.
be-
Yeah, when she.
She will be playing an astral elf stars druid.
Nice. All right.
That sounds cool as fuck.
Oh, we got
Named
Astro Elf and we
Ceres.
got a Drow.
Yeah. Stars, let's go.
I guess
I love
technically
the
I'm a
moon.
Void Elf or whatever, the Drow, because I figure she's not from Toril, but I don't know where else she could be from, so I haven't
Up to
figured
you
that
to
part out.
decide. I just need to have a good idea on who you guys are so I can fuck with you.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll
I need ammo.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm not
I hope you all like my Ravenloft Spelljammer combo mishmash. Yeah.
Well,
I think
I
we'll, yeah.
will type up a couple paragraphs on her backstory and try to figure out where the fuck she's from.
No rush. I did since Val can't really speak for herself right now, I did write something for her that she said she liked, and
I don't know how much she wants revealed though.
Yeah, true.
mm,
It's fine. We could wait. It's
okay,
totally okay.
yeah, she'll tell you if she wants to. You're right.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll be surprised.
yeah, you'll be surprised. Like, oh, you were death. The
Yeah,
whole
my
time.
backstory is that I'm killing Doge.
Ah!
Who's Doge?
I mean, Grin.
There you go.
I, re-
Autobot.
Yeah, she'll tell you.
I
guys
really don't
sometime.
like a Scottish accent, so I'm gonna cut it out of him.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
He
Now,
really has it when I say he has it.
now, most important question. I have Act 1 prepared completely. And by Act 1, I mean like Session 1 or 2, depending how long you take. I have it done. So,
Okay.
I wanted to ask you when you guys wanted to reconvene, if you want to do it next Sunday, this week, or 2 weeks from now.
Whatever the
Doesn't
others
somebody have something on alternating Sundays?
I do. I had D's D&D session this weekend, which fell on a Saturday, and then I have my campaign that I'm going to tonight. But the only reason tonight's campaign is happening is because our last one got thrown off. So usually it wouldn't be on this Sunday, but it'd be the next one.
So
Oh, okay, so next Sunday would work better for you?
Yeah,
Or
I can
worse.
do next Sunday if as long as it's any time like after 7, because I get home on Sundays at like 6.
anytime
Like
after
6:30 to 7.
7.
After 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, after like 6:30. So in between 6:30 to 7, I'm free after then. So if we were only doing like a 2 or 3 hour session, I could do that too.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Session length will be about anywhere between 2 to 3 hours. I don't think we'll ever go into 4, but if for some reason if you guys are really focused on something and I want to see it play through, then I'll ask if you guys want to do 4 hours, but I don't think we will. So 2 to
Okay.
3 is
Probably
the best
better
range.
Yeah, it's probably better if we stick to 3, because I probably don't need to be staying up till...
Yeah. And besides,
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
really
I do,
like
Yeah.
I do anyway sometimes, but...
I don't really like long
Not that it's good
sessions
for
anyway
me.
when I'm a player. So
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 is probably my max limit for now because I don't know. Like, I haven't played a whole lot of D&D, so I don't know
Yeah.
how much I'll be able to handle. And before I get like, okay, I need to do something else, you know?
yeah, so
So-
Yeah, let's play it
3
then.
hours will be max, and
Mhm.
probably closer to 2-ish.
My
'Cause I
ADD
could do
ass will be
technically
like,
this
what?
Sunday. I work, so I get out at 5:30, and then I'm home by like 6:30.
All right,
So like I could
are
do
we?
this upcoming Sunday if we needed to.
So what I'm thinking is this upcoming Sunday at 7, and then the two weeks from there will be
The 29th.
the 29th, and then we can do it 7 again, 7 p.m. Is 7 like your go-to time that you'll always be free?
Yeah, my work is done. No, like we close the facility down at 5:30, but I'm home usually no later than 6:30. So like 7 is kind of like I'm definitely home as long as I don't have anything going on.
This is the one thing I do wish Val could give her input on. I'll just have to ask her later then.
As far as I know, outside of Doge is the only one that's on the West Coast, right? The rest of us are East Coast.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'd be 4 p.m. Doge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But luckily, I've worked with that type of shit like so long. Like, I had to work with people in China, remember? So I know how to
Oh yeah, so the time zone's good.
time zone stuff.
Good,
yeah.
good. Well then we can work. Yeah, that'll work then.
All right, so 7 p.m. this upcoming Sunday, and then every other Sunday after that.
Okay.
Yes.
Sweet. I will, whenever Val gets back, I will ask her similar questions, and then we will do the doodah.
Okay.
Thank you guys so
The
much for
dude,
joining
the
me for
hoopla.
session 0. I am beyond excited, and I hope you guys like what I made. It is basically 100% original.
Nice. Well,
I'm
I'm
excited.
excited to see it.
I've
So,
never,
yeah.
well, I used a blueprint I found online for a narrative, and then I deviated it so hard that it's basically my own. So, yeah,
That is yours.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna say that's pretty much you. Just
You just use the template. That's what that is.
mine. So this is the first time I'll be running a campaign that is A, Spelljammer, and B, entirely my own creation.
hell yeah.
Well, we'll see you there.
And we get to bully.
You get to judge me.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
judge and
we
bully
get
you.
to bully you.
I'm just
Alright,
a
well-
lowly writer. Help me.
Think we're done for now, right?
Yeah, we are.
Mhm.
And we're on time too. It's 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we
I'm gonna
done.
pop out of here because I need to take a shower. Honestly, I'm stinky.
I have
Yeah.
to go prep for my other campaign. I gotta go start getting ready.
I'm gonna go see about inviting my stepdad to a movie because I didn't come with him for his birthday to do here.
Oh, for
Aw.
sure. Yeah, just yeah. Sorry.
It's
All
fine.
right,
He's
bye
not upset about
gamers.
it.
I will see
Bye bye
y'all.
gamers. See you
Bye.
Sunday. See you this
We will.
Sunday.
Yeah.